good. Very good. Very good start. Very good. Well, we have that. We need ice spray. Show me ice spray. Wow. Look at this. This stuff is so ridiculously overpowered. There's got to be some kind of downside that I'm not picking up right now, because my neighbor just like scraped down his entire car. You know, he's really putting some elbow grease into it. Just walked up and gave it a little. We're good to go. Shit's crazy. Absolutely nutty. You know? It's a little wild. Welcome. It is the 9th today. It is a whole 9th day of the new year. We're having a good day today. I'm a little sick, I think. Got a little something going on. You can probably hear it. Voice is not quite where it should be. Possibly might just need a little bit of time to allow it to wake up. I can feel it, I can hear it. I actually feel pretty okay. It's just the voice that's a little off, so I'm hoping just got a little something. Just a little something. And it's something we won't really have to worry about that much. How's that look? Hair's getting a little wild these days, man. Little wild. Matches my personality, I suppose. Okay. Are we ready? I'm ready to replace this, but I'm going to wait until I get to work. Speaking of, we're at 32. I think we'll just be okay. I do want to get going, though. We have a bit of interior fogging. Oh, I wiped all this stuff down yesterday, I want to say. And man, it feels a little better, I'll tell you. We have a lot of new upgrades to the lifestyle stuff today, or this week. We did LEDs for the truck. Go ahead and put our lights on for safety. I like having my lights on all the time. I think it started when my brake lights went out, and for a little, a couple days, a week or so, I replaced the tail lights right away, but they still didn't work. So I had to keep my lights on and drive very, very carefully. Not only because I didn't want to get pulled over, but also, I didn't want anyone to roll up on too fast behind me. A little awkward because my windshield's foggy, but it'll clear up here in a couple minutes. So I got into the habit of keeping my lights on, but here's the thing. I like people knowing that I'm coming around a corner, I like that little extra visibility. Gives me a little peace of mind. So I think we're gonna keep the lights on. We're gonna Motel 6 it. We are a Motel 6 style coded or Motel 6 coded as far as our driving practices go. Do they even have Motel 6s anymore? Am I aging myself? I don't know. Lots of exciting stuff in the pursuit of novelty. Well, and here's the thing. Novelty, yes, but also, it's a weird irony because I've always been, fairly disorganized. Like, my room's been a mess since I was pretty little. And, I've always been terrible about keeping things clean. I keep myself clean. I shower every day. I have to. I'll feel gross. But as far as keeping the house and the car clean, I just let it get all messy. And here's the thing I'm realizing, it's a weird irony. I hate it when shit's dirty. I really do. God, I like the cleanliness, makes me feel like a whole person instead of just like a grungy survivor. I feel like I feel like a citizen, right? So I'm realizing, I think I'm actually on the side of the spectrum where I'm with the people who want everything to be clean, like almost to an anal degree. Because it just feels great. It feels so much better, man. Just a little bit of cleanliness. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm not quite all the way over to where I need everything to be perfectly tidy. Excuse me. But I do like things to be clean. And it took me a while to realize this, I wouldn't think so. I considered myself a messy, disorganized, creative type person, right? I can handle that. Really not. Maybe I'm creative, but the messy, disorganized, I hate it. It makes me miserable. Oh, a little icy there. So I love this. We cleaned the windshield and everything just feels so much better. I have a toxic thought that comes up that says, this is an old truck and cleaning it up really won't do much of anything. It's old, a lot of the interior's cracking and broken. Makes a huge difference. Little things, details. These things matter, man. Makes things feel better. That's all it is. Let me grab a burrito. It's amazing what a clean windshield does. I feel so much better. I feel like my life's well put together. clean windshield. Imagine that. And it's silly because I feel like a lot of people already know this. I'm just late to the party. But, you know, I think in reality, I'm right in the middle of the party. Probably about as average as you can be as far as my development goes. Yeah, this is what all the adult people are doing, and it makes them feel good. Oh, delicious. Oh. How does a gas station have such good food? I don't know if good food's the way to put it, but like, considering, damn, that's good. If I got that at a restaurant, I feel pretty good about it. It's not taste bad at all. It's also time for, I didn't see the guy there. The guy who's dead set on getting me to get a Maverick card. Oh shit, I did not see you. Thank you. I feel like a jerk, I'm sorry. The guy who's dead set on, you know, getting me to sign up for a Maverick card, he wasn't there, but I do need to mention this. The reason I go to Maverick is because they are by my house on the way. They're on the right side of the road, so it makes it easy to stop by. But more importantly, their food's good. I don't need to get free burritos when the burritos are delicious. I'm happy to pay the money for them. Absolutely, they're good. I don't like the gimmicks, man. I want you guys to make good money. Could talk about that. I have this dangerous idea floating around in my head. It says essentially every position that is an hourly position could be retranslated into a commission-based thing as a way to sort of promote growth and promote the care factor, right? Because, you know, the idea is if a person is paid by the hour, not a lot of incentive to work hard other than like not a lot of external incentive other than like maybe I'll get a raise. Strange. It's same with a salaried position. Salaried positions a lot of time come with bonuses. And that's to kind of supplement that. But of course I think about this sort of methodology like I was thinking about Maverick burritos, right? So the person working back there, if they made money based on every burrito that they sold and they got that money in cash every day, they'd be making some of the best burritos in town, probably, with the tools that they have. Making regulars, etc. Or at least they'd be incentivized to do that. Same with serving, right? That's why I think about it. The way I think in this kind of terminology is because, like, I'm kind of okay making $3.35 an hour plus tips. Keeps me on my toes. I always have to ask myself, like, am I doing a good job with this? Because, you know, if I'm not, we all make $3.35 an hour. I kind of like that. I like that I can make 30 an hour some days, and I average somewhere around between 20 and 22. And really, you know, most of the time I'm just making 20 an hour. And that's good money. 20 an hour after taxes. We've got our days off back. This is our first weekend, and I want to say, you know, I goofed around the first couple days. I did a couple things the first couple days, but not a lot. Mostly just goofing around, you know. And then day 3 of the big weekend, I pulled it all together. I had little sleep, but I went over and saw Lily, and I went home. I rearranged the room. Oh yeah, I guess I think it was day 1 or day 2, we installed the LEDs, cleaned the windshield, wiped down everything in the truck. There's still work to do. I'm kind of inspired to go through and deep clean this thing because it feels so good to have things clean. So day 3 though, we rearranged the room. Like, we spent hours on this. I think I went thrift shopping to get a couple of materials. I ended up getting a side desk, like a little recliner desk. They're built for a recliner. And it's this little swivel desk that has a section underneath. So it just swivels around in front of the recliner and you've got a little spot. It's like a TV tray, but built for a recliner, right? I was inspired by that to say, you know, let's take the spot where we eat and relax away from the bed, because that's kind of gross. Let's stop eating in bed as much as possible. Let's grow up a little bit. Let's switch. Let's make ourselves a living room. That was the idea when I bought the recliner to begin with. And so that's what we worked on, and it took hours. Like, I thought I would get a lot more cleaning done. And I got a fair amount done. I cleaned the floors, I rearranged. I still have to tackle under the bed. There's some odds and ends, just junk that I need to get rid of or organize. But a couple of things that we picked up. One was that little table for like $10 from a Desert Industries. And then the other piece was the shelving. So I picked up a set of like garage shelving, like the plastic, put it together yourself shelving. Changes the game. You know, it's little things like that. Now, these are lifestyle upgrades. You know? Here's my theory about this, okay? I think I have choices in life. I have agency to be able to do the things that I want to do. I think there's some element of free will. But most of my life is based on the maze that I've built for myself to wander through. Okay? I am a rat in a maze. I just get to build the maze. What do I mean by that? Well, when I get home after work, I'm going to be looking for a couple things. Like a mouse, I'm going to be looking for cheese, some food. Also going to be looking for some entertainment, right? A way to relax. I probably won't want to socialize. Sometimes I do. So, I'm trying to think of a very simple, you know what the simplest example is? Scratch all that. The simplest example of the rat in the maze is I drink a lot of canned beverages, right? I eat a lot of wrapped up foods. I produce a lot of trash, right? My daily activities. So if I have in my truck, if there's not a garbage available, the trash is going on the floor. It's terrible and I hate it, but that's how it's going to be. And no matter how much free will I have, gathering up that trash every single time and taking it with me, like seeking out a trash can somewhere, like at work or in the house. It's just not gonna happen. Maybe I could build that habit into things later. I'll tell you what, I changed the maze a little bit and I have a little sack that I can use for trash. Now all the trash is going in the sack. I can take the sack with me and empty it. That's a lot easier. And I will use that. So that's the difference here. That's what we're talking about. We need to make a situation where we're building a maze for ourselves to run through every day. And it's becoming more and more important. I need to eat my burrito. Stop yapping. This rig. Part of me is really tempted to keep it, man. But I don't know. Spend a lot of money. It's all in groceries too. Most of it. Like, I have so much food at the house. I didn't do the dishes. Ah, crap, I forgot about the dishes. I gotta do those tonight. Yeah, I forgot about my damn pan. Oh, I hope they don't skewer me over that. Hopefully no one washes it. It's my damn pan. You can stay away from my pan. I love that thing. Well, it's a skillet. It's a big enough skillet to where it requires a handle on the front and the back. Those giant, like, 16-inch skillets. 12-inch? I don't know. can't escape it. It's so good. Chilies are just the perfect amount of spicy. They have another. Some chilies have this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost a dusty flavor. Which sounds kind of gross, but I kind of like it. Last one was almost a little too spicy. Goodness gracious. Well, hopefully I sound a little bit less sick than I did when I first started. I don't want to sound sick when I'm waiting on people. As always, it is what it is, I suppose. Alright. Shall we? It's been a pleasure. We will talk to you all soon.